We begin this morning with breaking news. After 2 decades at Air Canada, the airline CEO Michael Rousseau is retiring. This is all coming just a week after the deadly crash at LaGuardia Airport and the condolence video that he recorded almost entirely in English. It prompted Michael Rousseau to be summoned to explain himself before a parliamentary committee. Marianne has been looking at the release that's just come out from Air Canada itself. They describe it as a retirement, and yet this is very abrupt, shows no sign of having been planned in advance.
Yes, and it does come exactly 1 week after Michael Rousseau even posted that condolence video on social media in the wake of that deadly crash in New York. But yes, this was a statement that was released this morning announcing his retirement, saying he will be stepping down as president and CEO of the national company starting at the end of the third quarter, so later this year. So you see the statement in front of you there. This is from Vaughn Sorensen, the Air Canada board chair, saying, "We are grateful for the determined leadership he has provided, not only in steering our company through the 2007-2008 financial crisis, COVID and other challenges, but also in capturing opportunities such as the acquisition of Aeroplan, in restoring the solvency of our pension plans, and in advancing customer centricity and employee well-being priorities." So of course, David, no mention of the controversies surrounding the CEO and president and his inability to speak French in these very public statements. What we are hearing from the president is that he will be staying on in his role until someone takes over.
And not expected to happen, as you say, in the third quarter of 2026. Look, Michael Rousseau has faced criticism in the past for not speaking French. It's come to a head as a result of that condolence video related to this crash. The airline not saying he's retiring because of this, but there is a tell in who they're seeking to replace him with.
Yeah, and I want to read you a line, word for word, that is in the statement that was released this morning. It says, "The board will consider a number of performance criteria in assessing candidates, including the ability to communicate in French." And that does get to what he has been criticized for, not only in the wake of that video released last week, but also for several years. In 2021, he released did a 26-minute speech in which he spoke very little French. Majority of it was English. At that time, he was also summoned to Ottawa to answer questions about why that was the case. We saw that again last week when he was summoned by the Official Languages Committee in Ottawa to also explain why in that condolence video he didn't speak very much French, if at all, any. In the past, he has said that he would take some French lessons. Whether that has made a difference, it doesn't seem to be the case. But again, the company not saying much in the statement that was released this morning, but interesting when you look at the wording.
Absolutely. Yeah, very much so. Okay, Marianne, thank you very much for staying on top of this.